that indicates it may very well be the burial cloth of Jesus. In fact,
They still cannot figure out.
when you come face to face with this image,
Oh, the Shroud of Turin.
well, the Shroud of Turin is a very fascinating topic.
I've been
There's
looking-
new
have you been looking
research
at it?
into
Yes, John Campbell, Dr.
Yeah,
John Campbell.
There's some really powerful new analysis of the shroud
Yeah.
that indicates it may very well be the burial cloth of Jesus. Well, they had taken, by mistake, threads that were a part of a patch that was added in the Middle Ages.
Because it was burned. If
Yeah,
you look
got
at
burned.
it, you can see the burn marks.
Yeah.
It was in a fire in
Yeah.
Turin
Right.
in the 1500s.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
And what happened is it got burned. Well, nuns took it and sewed patches of cloth on to piece it back together. Like that?
Yeah, like that.
No, there's a lot of fraudulent stuff.
Okay.
A lot of fraudulent. There's a piece of the cross. You can buy it for $1,500.
There is, yeah.
A lot of,
and that stuff, that bothers me.
Yeah, me too.
I continue to do research, and I think, some of these, I'm hearing them, I think it's AI. I think they're just saying to AI, make up a near-death experience and have Jesus say this or that or the other, and we're just going to make a lot of money off people who believe anything.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, if there aren't names attached and it's not videotaped and it's just, I'm very skeptical of that stuff.
right. And I'm
As
reading
Jesus
this
is being
thinking,
crucified.
wouldn't somebody have noticed this? Wouldn't somebody else have written something about this if the earth actually went dark during that time period? Well, there was a guy named Thallus who was a historian who wrote a history of the Eastern Mediterranean world in about 50 AD, which is shortly after
The Roman
this.
historian.
Roman, that's right. And his works have been lost, but in the year 221, a guy named Julius Africanus had a copy of what he wrote, and he was kind of responding to it and said, oh yeah, Thallus says that the darkness was as a result of an eclipse,
Of the sun.
which we knew it couldn't have been because of the timing of the
Because it was the
Passover.
Passover when
Right.
he was crucified, and Passover is always a full moon.
Full moon.
That's how they know it's time for Passover. It's not our calendar,
Right.
it's a full moon.
So there you have it.
can't have a eclipse of the sun during a full moon.
Right. So there you have a report by a Roman scholar and historian that is corroborating a claim in the scriptures that many people would read and say, that can't be true.
And there were other extra biblical sources
Yeah, there
that
are.
also talked about
Actually,
the
footnote in
the
my book,
darkness.
Case for Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
And I think that's where, if people are willing to really stay open-minded enough to really seek with an open mind, with an open heart, they'll find. But then again, that's not the point.